Welcome back inside the Now Morning Show. I have some great news for you guys. Alta community classes are back in person and you can be a part of it for absolutely free. This morning I want to welcome the founder and CEO of Alta, Paula Lucy Smith, as well as a past student of Alta, Dixon Pasquale. They join us on set this morning to chat a bit about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you guys doing this morning?
We are good.
All right,
Yeah.
Paula, I want to start with you.
Yes.
Tell me why you founded Alta in the first place.
I was teaching at secondary school and I came across children, teenagers who were about to sit an exam with 4 essay questions and they couldn't read the question, far less write the answers. So you had persons passing through the school system all the way to Form 4 and Form 5 who could not read. And it clearly was not being addressed in the school system.
Right.
And I saw the issue coming back to the parents, where those parents really couldn't help their children because they too were in the same boat. So you see this generational continuation of poor literacy, and you needed to now address it at the parent level and then hope to break that cycle. And we need to do it at both, the school and the home are what produces literacy. And we have this idea that reading is easy. And it is certainly not easy. It's a very complex skill, and spelling worse again, right? So you do have this, that it needs to be taught. And that's what sort of inspired me to start up Alta, to really focus on this literacy skill. That is a foundation for everything else you do, especially now when the world is at your internet fingertips, but you've got to read it.
You have to read most of it, even the social media back and we still see people nowadays who still spell words incorrectly online. They write in the way that we speak sometimes. Tell me about the reception of it. When you first started, how did the adults receive coming to literacy classes?
So it's always been a struggle because we have this strong stigma attached to low literacy when you're an adult. And that's what we at Alta really want to change and explain that at any point you can change your reading aptitude, your reading ability, what you're doing with literacy. There's no time for literacy. Yes, most people, we hope, would get it in the early years, but at any time in your life, you can acquire literacy. And to know that different people have different strengths, different aptitudes. And some people, reading comes very easily to them. For others, it will be the most difficult thing they ever do in their life. And you have to cater for that. So it's been a difficult road because of the stigma, and that's why it's doubly important for us to bring students like Dixon here on set and say, I have walked that road and I have overcome that shame factor that stops people. And the thing that students have said to me over the 30 years I've been at, when they come into the class, they say, well, I don't understand why I didn't do this before. Why did I leave this too late? I am 40 years old, I am 50. I should have done this when I was 20. You know how many opportunities I missed because I knew I couldn't take up that option because it would involve writing. I'd now have to write a report. We have students who come and they say they turn down promotions, because they know they have to write. And they have to do something now that they don't feel capable of doing.
Or comfortable
so
doing
the sooner you do this, the better you cope with those literacy skills, because the need to read and write is just getting more and more. It's not getting less.
Exactly. Dixon, I want to jump to you. Tell me a little bit about your experience. What inspired you to say I'm going to go to these classes in the first place?
Well, for Alta, being exposed, I was about to be promoted. I was exposed in public relations. And I could not take the promotion because of the fact that I wasn't comfortable with the administrative aspect of it. So I had to let her go, and then I say to myself, this is, I had to do this for yourself. Let me break this chains, because I wasn't being able to capture the tones of the letters. The combination of letters, how they come across. Well, I will be saying one thing and it's something totally different. But Alta has now bridged that for me, because now I could relate to like here, I could hear what it is the letters now sound like compared to me before. I was like deaf to the tones, but now Alta has given me the ability to hear it. I can now change things. I can now write better. I'm now more confident in myself as well, too, in the sense of handling anything.
And just out of curiosity, how long did that process take you to go from where you were to where you are now?
Since I went after doing the Alta program, it took about a year and a half, because of the fact that I was, besides doing the Alta, I was pushing myself otherwise. So it took me a shorter time, but it doesn't really mean that I have completed my journey with Alta, because I still had to do the spelling program. I want to really be properly equipped for me helping someone else, because my two want to do tutoring with Alta and give back minds.
Yeah.
Prison reform, I want to go into the prison systems and help out as well too.
Nice, man.
So this is what part of it.
Well, congratulations. I think it's always fantastic just to take that first step, but to be able to see the benefits of it after a year is definitely great, because, I mean, for some people it will take longer, I imagine.
For some people it will take longer. It depends where you start, right?
So, but people who are interested in becoming a part of the program now, I understand that we have some registration happening this week.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So we're registering at the libraries. Now we're using 8 libraries, and we are using Tacarigua Community Center. So, you can go to any of those libraries, which is Port of Spain, Tacarigua Community Center, Arima. So if you're in the east, anywhere there.
Also Sangre Grande, if I'm not mistaken.
Sangre Grande, going far east, yes.
Coming on to Central,
we have Chaguanas and Couva.
And then we have Point
San
Fortin and San
Fernando,
Fernando.
Point Fortin, and Siparia.
And Siparia,
We're in Siparia as well.
And the registration, how much does it cost?
No fee whatsoever.
Best price ever.
Best price ever. And when you come into the class, it's just at $20 towards your books and your cards. All the materials, we provide them. So you don't have to bother to go and fight up to get books.
Right.
You just,
and when you register, how long is the period you're registering for? You're registering until you're comfortable, or you're registering for a short period?
You're registering until you are ready to leave. And that could be any length of time.
Okay.
And you don't have to worry, is it, am I right for Alta? When you come in, and you select a class where you're going to go, the teacher will then find out what you know already and place you in the correct level, right? So we have levels going from beginner, where you will start, really recognizing those letters of the alphabet, up to level 2, where most things you could kind of figure out and know, but you stumble on some stuff.
Right.
And then the spelling might be a bit of a challenge. So you have a range, from the beginning stages of literacy to the later stages. And then, we also have the spelling program, which focuses primarily on spelling, right? So your reading skills are good, but you have this problem with spelling, and it happens,
It happens for people who literate still have spelling problems.
They still have spelling problems. English spelling is not easy.
It's tricky for no reason at all. I don't understand why the Queen was going on so. But let me thank you both for joining us this morning and for sharing and for continuing to do the fantastic work that you're doing. And I mean, we've seen the results of it, and I'm happy to hear that you're willing to volunteer and go back and give back as well after receiving what you received. So thank you both for joining us.
And just to let people know that we still have the Alta V going, which is the Zoom classes. So if you know you can't attend a physical location in person, so we do have these in-person classes now. But if you can't, still call us at the 708-1990, and we'll fit you into one of these Zoom classes once, of course, you have your smartphone or your tablet or your to-go and your Wi-Fi.
All right. Thank you very much, Paula. Thank you so much, Dixon, for joining us this morning, guys. Enjoy the rest of the day. We take a quick break and come back with some entertainment on Now. Stick around.